Welcome, my name is Jack, and this is my video review for KickBeat, the Steam edition. I've been playing the game now for 2 or 3 hours over the last couple of weeks, and I've really got a sense of what the game is and what it's got. I'm going to break this review down into 3 sections. The first one is going to explain what KickBeat is all about. The second one's going to talk about what's new in the Steam edition, as this is a port from the PlayStation. And the third part's about my impressions, what do I think of the game, and also some gameplay of just me playing it. KickBeat is a unique combination of a rhythm game combined with fighting. It's taken the idea of a rhythm game with the bars and the notes coming down with hitting buttons, and it's stripped that interface away, because usually the action should be on what's happening behind that. It shouldn't be on the interface itself. So they've looked at the fighting genre, which is a really unique, I think, mix here. The game knuckles down into, as in most rhythm games, hitting certain beats in a song, and this is represented by defeating bad guys on a fighting battleground.
So, this is HQ for the evil overlord.
There is a basic storyline in this, and it's something that can be skipped, but it's nice to have an addition for those who do enjoy a brief little story. I won't go into the details of it, but it does provide a few laughs.
Did they take all the songs? Even Justin Bieber?
There is quite a few modes available in this game. There is a basic set of training levels, and then a story campaign mode where you can play through with 2 different characters. There is a free play mode, but you don't unlock this until you defeat the first campaign, and I'm only 3/4 of the way through this. Then there's Beat Your Music, where the game can take a song from your computer and put the action to it. This works fairly well, but not so well when the beat of the song changes throughout, but there are other songs that really do work. But it is nice to have that addition, and some songs work really well with it. Do check out the community forums, especially on Steam, for people who are suggesting the songs that work really well. There's also a survival mode that you can play to see how long you can last. In the story, the main campaign does go through all of the songs that are available, and as you can see, there are quite a few to pick from. And it's a nice selection between electronic, rock, a really good mix of artists that I have heard of before, and those that I've never heard of before as well. Throughout the campaign there are several boss levels. These just change up the pace of the game a little bit, but it isn't a drastic change from the basic gameplay. There are high scores available, a total high score for your whole campaign, and it's cool to be able to see how you're going compared to your friends or compared to the world. I like to spend some time talking about the difficulty of the game because it's something that they do really well in KickBeat. They've been perfecting it over the last few patches, and it's in a really good spot now. There are 4 main difficulties in the game, ranging from normal up to master. The difference in these difficulties is the number of enemies you'd face in one song. So normal, you'd have a guy probably every second or every main beat, but master really throws lots and lots of enemies at you and provides a brilliant challenge. I've been playing through on normal, but I've tried a couple of songs on hard and expert, but I need to have a bit more practice before I can do that. But where the extra bonus comes in is there is a mode where you can turn off the button prompts. Those are the big glowing colourful buttons beneath the enemies. And this grants you an extra 20% score, which is very, very useful to get on those high scoreboards. And I've played about half the campaign with these off. After a while, I actually find it easier than with having them on. And also to complete the removal of the interface feel, there is an option to remove the extra HUD options. It combines some extra additional interface icons down beneath your character's feet, which really helps you immerse yourself into the game. The visuals of the game are great. The PC version looks gorgeous at 1080p, and there's a gorgeous selection of environments. I did find the game quite busy to start with, like there was a lot of colors, there was a lot of fast moving parts, but once you start practicing the game, you can really decipher what is needed and what is not, and you can get really, really good at picking out when the enemies are going to attack next. I now want to talk a bit about what's new in the Steam edition, because this has been on PlayStation. There are 6 new tracks which have been added from the Electronic Superjoy soundtrack. This is an indie game that came out on PC a while ago. And these songs are quite cool, a nice electronic mix, and it's great to see them, kind of the connections there with the developer. So I've played a couple of the songs and they're really, really cool. And they also made some extra difficulty levels and modes available earlier in the campaign. You used to have to play a bit further to unlock Beat Your Music mode, but now you can get it much earlier in the game. Overall, KickBeat succeeds very well at what it tries to achieve. It is a solemn rhythm game, and the fighting aspect works really well together with it. I really enjoyed playing this, and it's actually a game I really want to go back and keep playing. The high scores are something I want to keep working at to keep jumping up that total ladder, and it's something that I've really found really satisfying when you play, get those great combos going. It's great to watch the character just move and defeat the enemies. There's something really satisfying about getting those high combos going and doing those perfect songs. I hope you enjoyed this review. I'm going to have some gameplay in a moment of me playing the game, but if you enjoyed the review, please do leave a like below. It helps me out heaps. And if you've got any comments about the game or this video, do chuck them below as well. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. And now I just want to show you some gameplay. If you're interested in the game so far, I'm just going to play through the first level here on the easiest mode so you can get a true sense of what the game's like. So with those enemies with the lines, you hold the button down from the first to the second guy. I've played this level quite a few times, so hopefully it won't go too badly. The symbol on the bottom there allows you to get some extra combo. It increases your multiplier, and it increases the more enemies that you can defeat. Now you may have noticed some enemies have a glowing icon above their head, either a number or an icon. And to get these you need to push the button twice. If you don't push the button twice, you kill the enemy, but you won't get that bonus. But if you double tap when there is no icon, it will destroy your combo. So hopefully I can keep this combo up to 49 at the moment. And I've actually found it's much easier to play the game if you focus on the beat, not on the enemy's animations, but pushing the buttons with the beat. You'll also notice on the words in the center there's like a great, or good, or perfect. When it's great or good, when it's not perfect in a sense, it'll either have a plus or a negative sign, which shows if I've pushed the thing too early or too late. Put up a shield. That's a bit slow on that one there. There we go. If you get the last enemy in a set, it does that animation, which is quite cool. Here we go. So the song is actually a very good choice for a starting song. I haven't found it too overwhelming. It did take me a couple of times the first time I did it. I can use this ability here, which wipes everyone out. And the game does a very good job of building you up and not throwing you in the deep end in a sense. I just destroyed my combo then, and it was for that reason I told you before. I pushed it twice when there wasn't anything above his head. But I got a really good score. I had over 100 there in that combo. And I hope this gives you a good sense of what the game's like. Last few enemies here. And reds 2 at once. Very good. Hopefully you enjoyed this quick review of KickBeat. If you do enjoy rhythm games, I think you will definitely enjoy this version. It's coming out on Steam on the 20th of January 2014. I hope you do enjoy it. It's coming out for $9 US. A great value, I think, for the amount of content that's in this. Hope you enjoyed this review, and we'll see you next time.